Welcome, Leo, to the Good, the Bad, and the Tarot. I hope you all have been having a wonderful September. It is time for your mid-month reading, and I am excited to be doing that for you. One thing I wanted to mention is we are getting close to October, and I'm just going to be honest about the energies that I'm feeling, particularly today, towards the end of the second to last week of September, is that more of the energies that I'm feeling are October energies. What I mean by that is we just finished, I think Yom Kippur was actually a couple days ago, and so for those of you of the Jewish faith, that is their Lunar New Year. And but other than that, I do feel that there's a new cycle starting anyway, regardless of your faith, just from a planetary standpoint, from the moon standpoint, that I feel that there is a new cycle starting. So that's just something to keep in mind. And I also wanted to mention that if you are interested in participating in getting a free reading, I'm going to be doing a raffle on October the 1st. So if you want to be entered into the raffle, all you have to do is in the comments write "I see the light," and you automatically be entered into the raffle for a free reading with me, which is my readings are 30 minutes and they're valued at $50. If you would like a private reading with me before then, and there are going to be hundreds of people entering the raffle. So I guess if you're want a reading before then, please email me at thegoodthebadandthetarot@gmail.com. I will get back to you as soon as possible about your reading. I do offer two formats: live over Skype or pre-recorded private YouTube reading that only you can see, video that only you can see. So without further ado, this is a mid-month reading going into October reading for Leo. Leo, the sign of the lion. I'm actually Leo myself, and I'm very curious as to what the cards have in store for us today. So let's get started. Spirit, please show me the messages for our Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising. Spirit, please show me the messages for Leo, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising. Spirit, please show me the messages for Leo, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising. Spirit, please show me the messages for Leo, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Okay. Spirit's telling me to go ahead and cut the cards. Spirit, please show me the messages for Leo, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles reversed, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, Page of Swords, the Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Five of Cups reversed, Seven of Cups reversed, Four of Swords, the Emperor reversed, Justice reversed, Strength. Wow, okay. So, if you're not familiar with my readings for the general forecasts, this row will represent the recent past, the weeks prior to the middle of September, the beginning of September. This will represent the middle of September and even the present situation, and this will represent the last week of September going into October. This is almost like a bi-weekly reading at this point. So it's because it's not even really the middle of September anymore. So the first card that I draw for you is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So I do see that there is in your past some feeling like boredom or discontent. Also feeling financially dependent on someone else could be one of the meanings of this card. It is next to the Ace of Pentacles reversed, which talks about disconnect. It can be disconnected from, feeling disconnected from your sexuality. It can be feeling disconnected from the earth. It can also mean a missed opportunity. So you may have lost some money. It's for some reason, sometimes that comes up for me if I've missed an opportunity or I lost something that was precious to me. It can be a loss of material items, material worth. So I'm definitely getting some disconnect there from a material standpoint. The Knight of Pentacles is still a good card. It can also talk about an ex-girlfriend. I sometimes get that. So we also have the Page of Swords, which is an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And he or she would be on the younger side, like 20s, 30s. This card is talking about being on guard, sort of listening for information. It can be having an aerial perspective on a situation, but being kind of guarded. It is a young person, and she's sort of taking a stand and looking out over the top of this I don't know, mountain or cliff onto the wider landscape. It looks like she actually just was on a hot balloon ride or something, where she might have been able to see things from a greater perspective. So there is a little bit of guardedness there, and also curiosity. The Page of Swords is also the card of a thinker, writer, someone who does a lot of writing, possibly a student. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. You do have this card next to the Ten of Swords, so I do see that something ended for you, Leo, in the recent past. There was definitely an ending, and so hence a new beginning as well, because with the Ten of Swords, that speaks to the end of a cycle. So going into the present, we do have the Five of Pentacles, which talks about a lack of material security. It can be financial hardship. It can mean feeling spiritually hollow, or just feeling left out in the cold about some issue. And we are talking about the material world. But remember that there's a church behind here. There is a place to go. You can get help. It's a matter of changing your perspective at that point. I do have the Queen of Cups next to the Five of Pentacles. And so this is a water sign female, Pisces, Scorpio, or what's the other one? Cancer. And so she's a lovely woman. She might be a mother. She is very loving, very, very generous, and very in touch with her emotions. So this might be someone in your life who wants to help you, or is emotionally available to you if you need help. Remember, we're not, just because this is a female as a queen, it can also represent male energy, a man with female who's in touch with their female energy. So she's a emotional person, but in touch with their emotions, and emotionally balanced, loving person in your life. I do have the Five of Cups reversed, so I see that you are moving on past something that made you very sad. There's a real desire to move on past it. You know, it's almost like you've been wallowing in something that made you sad, and now you're just kind of like, I want to move on. It could have been a relationship that ended, or some situation that finally ended for you. You do have the Seven of Cups reversed, so this talks about seeing things more practically, not fantasizing, not having your head in the clouds, being more practical about the way that you see things, living in reality. So definitely that's definitely a positive thing. I'm seeing that echoed in both of these cards, the Five of Cups reversed and the Seven of Cups reversed, sort of taking a more practical look at things and not being letting emotions cloud your reason. Now, going into the last week of September, I do have the Four of Swords. So I see like taking a time out. Whatever the situation was, I'd see that it took a toll on you, and so you just need to take a break, possibly a vacation. But time is important here. It's almost like you're, and see how this little timer is like halfway full. It's almost like you're taking a little time out just to regroup. So nothing major. I do see the timeout is due to, this could be someone in your life, the Emperor reversed. He's a bit controlling. He's kind of like an evil person, actually. I don't really like the Emperor reversed energy. It's almost like he's abusing his power. So this could be the reason why you're taking a break. Someone in your life, and I do see that there was an injustice. So some bad karma, yeah, just some bad karma. I mean, that's basically what I'm seeing. You might feel a little unbalanced, like a bit toppled from your throne. Normally the Emperor, he rules his kingdom and what he says goes, and here I just see like he hasn't gone his way and he's very upset about it. So next to Justice reversed, I see that like someone possibly has done something that has upset you, and it was unfair. It was definitely unfair. It was not just. But you do have the Strength card, and 8 is a wonderful number. It's very powerful. It does mean power. And this is also the card of Leo, the lion, and it's a wonderful card to end on. It's actually a relief for me to see this, because it means that you are going to draw on your inner reserves. You do have that courage, that strength, that lion's roar inside you, and you can overcome pretty much anything, as you normally do, Leo. You do have the strength inside you to persevere, no matter what. And so I see that as a very positive card going into October. Although I don't see that the last week of September or the energies going into the last week of September are particularly wonderful. I can understand that, because I myself am going through that as well. So let's pull an oracle card for your overall spiritual message, Leo. Spirit, please show me the overall spiritual message for Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising. Okay, the card that I got is Sisterhood, but it was reversed. Sisterhood, friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, delight. So that is card 41 of the Oracle of Mermaids. Oh, excuse me. Reversed. A reaching out to form new friendships and to deepen the ones you cherish most can result in endings with former friendships. This can be very stressful and can test your integrity, as many folk who are less evolved are still playing games to manipulate and gain the relationships they need to stave off their fear and loneliness, rather than work on themselves. This may lead to you being demonized or manipulated, and feelings of guilt. Allow yourself to acknowledge your compassion. Take time, and yet do not give in to displays of temper tantrums and adults who are narcissistic and love drama. Stay strong. Oh, thank God. And here you are, staying strong, Leo. I know September isn't the best month for us. We had a wonderful August, but it's time to go back to reality, I guess. No, I love this card. I love this card, and I think that it's a good reminder to stay in your truth. Stay balanced. Keep perspective. Don't get involved in the drama. You know, let's just stay drama-free, especially going into October. I know that'll benefit all of us. Well, thank you so much, and I look forward to reading for you in October, Leo. Thank you all for your likes and subscribes, and have a wonderful rest of September, and I'll see you soon. Bye.